Well, I'm not saying it's getting late, but it is time to get on that fall lawn care if you want to have that beautiful, beautiful lawn in the spring of 2022. So something happened last week, Wednesday as a matter of fact. Most of us got a couple inches of rain, and that now makes it prime time for a couple things. One, core aerification. That is when you pull a plug out of the ground. There's a machine that does it. I would have had one here, but I don't have one. So rental centers have them. You can pitch in with the neighbors, but the lawn has to have some moisture in it or you don't get the plug pulled out. And so what that does, our lawns are so heavy clay and we have compaction, so that really helps. It's really important, and we like to do it in the fall so we don't have so many weeds. So now is prime time for core aerification. There's also a product that I really like. This is from Jonathan Green called Love Your Soil. And it naturally, it kind of gets the microbes of the soil health working so that it kind of loosens it, which will lead to help with deeper roots, which helps so you don't have to water as much. So that product there, Love Your Soil, is really proven, because there's been so many things. When I was a kid, we used to sell gypsum by the pallet, and then it was later we found out that it took like 400 years to work. I didn't know. All right, so this stuff really has been showing some great things. So core aerification, Love Your Soil, but then fertilization in mid-September, which we're past that, and then again in November. Use whatever lawn fertilizer you have. This is winter survival. You do not need to have a winter, whatever lawn fertilizer that you have in the garage or you find in the store is absolutely fine. It's a great time to kill weeds right now. So you can use either a weed and feed like that has weed killer in. I'm not a big fan of it because you're spreading weed killer over 100% of your lawn. I would rather just take and then hit the weeds that I have. So this lawn here has you'll see some ground ivy. And I know a lot of people want to there's not great organic lawn weed killers. Probably the best thing is to let your lawn grow really high in the summer to shade out the weeds. This is called a weed remover. It used to be called the weed popper. And what you do is you put it over the top of the weed, shove it in there and twist it, and then you pull it out, and then this little thing at the top, you pop it out of there. So if you got the time, you could do that. I would rather spot treat. So if I have something really hard to kill, like ground ivy, or violets, I would use, this is weed-free zone, there's speed zone. It has a fourth weed killer in it, and it works really good in the fall because the movement in the plant is towards the root rather than in the spring when everything grows up to the top. So in the spring, it's kind of like you're just burning the top off the weed, but right now, and I know that everybody's tired of their lawns, so it's kind of hard, but if you could motivate yourself right now to get some of the things done, your lawn is going to be spectacular in spring of 2022.